Still hoping we're making.
Since we do not have a chair, vice chair, parliamentarian, I'm going to go ahead as the advisor and call this meeting to order at 5:32 p.m. We'll go ahead and start with roll call and attendance. I know several people are gone at evening of recognition, but we'll run through this. Kathleen Barlow, Matt Brown,
Here.
Joy Bryan here, John Dehan, Gary Epp,
Here.
Dr. Serafini,
Here.
Trey Justin,
Here.
Rachel Knight, Robert Lane,
Here.
Richard Miller,
Here.
Dr. Todd Shiver, Nick Shuey, Vinay Skiles,
Here.
Patrick Stanton,
Here.
Andrew Sullivan, and Brittany Wold. I have to flip this over here. Moving on, we'll go ahead to agenda approval. If you want to take a minute to look at the agenda. It's very dense. Take a minute.
I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Rob
Opposed?
favors.
Abstentions? All right. Agenda approved. We'll go on to approval of minutes from the 5/11 meeting. Take a minute to look at those.
Their absence. You just racking them up, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Matt?
I vote to approve the minutes from May 11th.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Trey, seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the agenda or the minutes? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Minutes have been approved. Moving on to reports. We do not have a chair tonight. Again, he is at the evening recognition. The one part that I did have to ask from the chair is just to let everyone in here know that anyone who is planning on or will be here next year and is planning on participating specific to the students, that if you are interested in applying to be on the SNA committee, the committee piece is open. So you can either let John Dehan know, or you can submit through the official on the student government website and just mark on there, since they are trying to fill it sooner rather than later, as well as any of the other committees, but those aren't as important as SNA for us. So you can apply for any of those, though, for anyone interested. Do you have a report?
Use, just to report, last week's Business Finance Committee meeting approved the remaining requests, which were request numbers 1620, 1621, 1623, 1624, 1625, and 1627. In combination with those approvals, they also approved the two mandatory pay increases for fiscal years 16 and 17. Those requests will get pushed up to the trustees for final approval. And that's all I have to report.
Awesome. I do have one, and it's not necessarily a report. I'm going to pass these out, and I'm going to have Vinay send these electronically to everyone as well. Patrick, it didn't slide as far. These are something that we're starting this year. At the end of the year, the chair and myself as advisor have to submit a report for SNA onto the provost's office just to talk about what we had done. They essentially get a copy of this binder, as well as any successes, any challenges, and recommendations for the next year. So as part of this, to get feedback from the rest of the committee, as I'm sending these out to you all, that you can either choose to fill out now, or if you don't, then you're going to get harassed by Vinay to send them electronically in. Just to provide feedback on your side, I don't need your name. Year is just the year, so that's just the 2016 year. You don't have to worry about that. Your role in the committee, whether you are a student, again, since no one in here are any of the officers, you don't have to worry about putting that, but a student or a faculty or the president's appointee or an advisor, just so we have an idea. Any feedback that you might have about either things that you felt went well this year, as well as any challenges from your perspective, and then recommendations for next year's committee. And that could be things to include for training, just things for them to be aware of, or tips, things you wish you would have known. So any feedback would be greatly appreciated. One, so I can include it in the year-end report, but also so I can include that for planning for next year's committee, especially with it being a base funding year. That is all that I have. We'll open it up for public comment.
Just have one little thing to say. We didn't get to recognize that Todd Schreiber is leaving
I
us
know.
last time, so I'm hoping maybe we can like toast to him or something at our dinner next week.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to point that out.
Yes. We'll make sure to include that. With that, again, a reminder, next week we do not have a meeting, but we will have dinner at Roadhouse. Reservations are made for 5:45. If you can't get there at that point, anytime after that, but I know some of us will aim to be there within that point. But yeah, definitely to recognize Todd and some others who have been on the committee. This is Todd's fourth and final year on the committee, unless he so chooses to offer his services up through Faculty Senate. But we will see, so absolutely. We'll see if Patrick's on.
Terms up too.
Is there a maximum term or something?
No. The way that it works for student positions, it's 1-year appointments, but they can repeat. On faculty, it's 4-year appointments. And I believe as well for the president's appointment, it's a 4-year appointment. So they can be reassigned, but they're in those years, and then it goes to either the president to assign or faculty senate for the faculty side. And then there's some of us that are on the committee for life. Until we leave. Any other public comment? Seeing none, we have no old or new business. I have not received any communications other than from Business Finance. All right. Since we just did public comment, if anyone has any second or last public comment, seeing none, we'll move to adjournment.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Rob Lane seconds. Any discussion? All right. Meeting is adjourned at 5:39. Yes, 5:39.
Nope.
All right.
Unanimous.
Oh, yeah. Vote. All those in
All
favor?
in favor.
Opposed? Abstention? Yeah. Still closed at 5:39. Adjourned. Made it within those seconds.